You're listening to the number one podcast made by two guys 40 plus, one of whom is always said person. I've never been referred to as said person, so
I have been several times.
You have been
very
said person,
recently,
yeah.
So. But we're past that now.
Are we?
I'm not really sure.
Can you ever get past Macho Grande? We're going to find out if we can right after this. Okay, so on our last episode, we're discussing part of my platform, and you have your concerns about certain real estate things, and getting to that. My other part is my education platform.
Oh, I'd like to hear that because I think education is another one of those things that has been outpriced for everybody.
Well, it's not right. We know that, and I feel look. I think we have to I love the word. We have to reimagine our education. Like that. That's a good buzzword.
You know what? Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. All right. I'm putting it in the notes.
Okay. Go ahead.
So anyway, we have math and history and science and all these other things. And I think one thing, and this is a very valid thing. I think we have to reimagine home economics,
financial education.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's such an old story, and why they don't teach people.
Exactly.
Like I was on the phone today with my health insurance company because something was filed incorrectly, and I paid something, a copay.
I think kids, instead of in home economics, teaching kids how to make tiramisu. Tiramisu.
All right.
Yeah, they should be taught. They should be taught the basics of accounting. They should be taught how the banking system works. Kids should be taught how to deposit checks, how to, what's a mortgage, what to look for, what not to look for,
what's too much, what's not enough, what's a good loan,
how to balance,
bad loan,
it's going to help, and I'm serious about this, and I think it's going to help
benefit everybody.
Not only it's going to benefit more Black and brown communities, because that where their parents might not be exposed to this or knows how to do it and teach their children. Somebody that might have gotten into a bad mortgage during the last credit crisis and, a subprime, what to look for. I think that's
fantastic.
And also, let me tell you, how, and this is one thing I agree with, of pumping more money into underserved communities.
Mm-hmm.
Really? You just can't sit
just bounce on the chair.
Freaking Coke Zero.
Maybe I should get those big slippers you're wearing there.
Oh, these are great.
What are those?
These are retro Jordans.
I could bounce with those on the chair.
They're so comfortable and they're so warm, but my feet sweat.
They're like gigantic slippers.
Yeah, but these are the mags. These are Nike mags. These are from Back to the Future.
Those are
really cool.
I always
right?
say you always open the door with them on.
Yeah, well, it's getting to that time of the year. But
back to your platform.
Back to my platform. But instead of just pumping money into underserved communities, I think it benefits these people to start a business that you have. Now, everybody in business makes, errors and mistakes, but at least they have some kind of financial background to be able to even fill out paperwork.
I don't even think it's a segment of the population. I think it's the entire population. I think it's all students. I understand what you're saying.
Right.
And I think that it would be a very good starting point, and it would help a lot of people understand things, because
you see, I
agree with you.
You remember I was telling you my door broke,
right?
My exterior door, and I'm watching this guy do the door, put it back up. I mean, amazing. And I always do this when I have see people like a craftsman, and that's what whether it's an electrician or a painter. And I'm watching this guy work, and he was unreal. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Right, getting everything. And he had two other people with him. He had a crew. Uh-huh. He's running the crew and, what to do and bang this out, bang that out. And then I think to myself, this guy is so good at doing this. Why is he working for somebody else? Because he has those skills that, and he could probably teach somebody else to be that good. But why, is he afraid? No. Does he not have the backing? Does he not?
There's a lot of reasons for all this.
Right, I know. But I always see somebody working for, and it's amazing. Like, you get a crew and there's always one guy that's just like, outstanding.
I know exactly.
And then you wonder why he's not on his own.
Right. And I've asked those people, I'm like, what you just did is amazing. Why wouldn't you do this for yourself?
Yeah.
And then they get into like all the reasons. And like some of them are very like, he's like, you know what? I have to pay for insurance and I have to pay for health care and then the workers. And then it gets
a headache.
It gets very complicated.
No, I understand.
And look, I happen to think that health insurance, I mean, we're getting very political here, but I think health insurance is one of the determinants of somebody's entire life, because if you have a family, you have to have health insurance. Yeah. Even if you want to have your own business
you have to have health insurance.
And sometimes the health insurance, the cost of it is going to destroy.
Well, now you know why. Well, now you know why the cost of things are, like I said, the cost of things are so high.
I understand it, but there's a lot of people who could be working for themselves.
I'm not getting into like health insurance isn't today what it was ever supposed to be. No. You're supposed to go to the doctor and pay like a doctor visit, $100, $150 to go see a doctor. It's health insurance was designed for catastrophic events. That's what it was really designed for, not a $50 copay. But anyway, I get what you're saying. But even if you can get out of 10 people, 1 out of 10 to go out on their own, and I understand what you're saying, that there is a different headache. But that's what I look at, and if you can just pumping money into community banks or getting money that doesn't do anything, if the people aren't educated to a certain extent to be able to do these things.
I don't even think it's.
And then Janet Yellen doesn't have to look at all our bank accounts.
Well, you think she'll look at our bank account?
I'm offshoring everything right now, but I can't because of the political one.
I don't want to get too political.
I don't want
because I know people have very, very strong opinions about this, and but
I just think that's a good idea.
I think that there is. I think you can always learn something from everyone.
Right. No. I'm not agreeing.
Everybody's always got some kind of a skill, something they're good, something you can no matter. And it's not even about what we would call like formal education. It's about just being able to go out there and do it. And I think
I'd rather give people, I got my motto. I'd rather give people a recipe for success than a recipe for tiramisu.
There you go.
See? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Very good. Very good. Excellent point.
Yeah, think about it. Like we learned to sew. That's what you did in home economics. We learned to sew.
I mean, those are practical skills and everything. But I think
does your wife cook?
My wife?
Yeah,
she cooks all the time. She loves to cook.
Okay, do you think she learned that in home economics or from her mother?
No,
that stuff gets passed down.
Yeah, but like all the things that you do on a daily basis now, did you learn them in high school or college? Absolutely not. No. And I think it's a matter of teaching people, young kids, work, responsibility. But back to what we said on the previous episode. Well, that was managing finances,
right? But that was like when somebody said to me when I went to talk to this guy, and he's like, and I'm like, I have no skills, and he's like, you do. Because of what you've been doing for so long, if you really break out what your abilities are, because you operate things, and you operate a business, that I have certain knowledge that from doing that.
Correct. And I would even say that even though your main job may be X, your secondary skills might be a lot higher than what you're not even recognizing.
Right. Exactly.
When you go on. Once again, because you have your own business, if you go on an interview, you get to see when you're talking about yourself, not in a bragging way, but like it's a reality check of everything that you've done. It's kind of interesting. I wish there was a way to like kind of
bottle me up and sell me.
It's not sell me, but like people don't realize the skills that they
have. Right. So for me, it was when I went to speak to someone, it was a very eye-opening experience that I do, X, Y, and Z. And you know what? When you really break it down, yeah. I'm involved in real estate. I'm involved in trucking. I'm involved in finances. I'm
logistics,
HR.
supply chain.
Right.
Yeah. Managing people, being a manager, being a worker, being a salesperson.
Yeah. You do everything.
Customer service. It's everything.
Right.
Computers,
you have to,
technology.
Right. I had my Zoom.
Yeah.
I handled my Zoom.
You Zoom.
I Zoomed.
You have a server on site. I mean,
know.
It's incredible.
Did I blow you away that we have a server on site?
I was very impressed with that you knew all that and everything. It's
you learn it. You have to dive into it.
Like, if you think of you're not a 50,000 person organization.
No.
But this is what the world is today.
Yeah.
And you need to learn these skills. Like, you can't just.
But I can go in and manage a 50,000 person. Again, you don't think I can.
Here we go.
Look, I can manage half the country. At least a congressional district.
You think, could you get like 80 million votes?
Yeah. No, I wouldn't want to be president.
You wouldn't want to be president?
No, that's like being the Godfather.
Would you still do the podcast if you were the president?
If I was they probably,
would we still have this format? I mean, he kept the real Donald Trump.
Right.
You're going to keep the real
aging immaturely. Yeah, you know what? Well, it'll be more of obviously it'll be more political, and we'll do like those old fireside chats from the Oval Office.
With like a scotch, a little drink on the side, and pipes. Do we have pipe or
a cigar? Maybe cigar.
I don't like cigars,
scotch.
but I would have a cigar for the show.
Yeah, you're going to fake it?
I'm going to fake it and point with the cigar like this.
Okay.
The whole time.
Yeah, that's fine. I didn't know you're not a big cigar guy. I like them. Not all the time. Like I'm like 2 to 3 times a year.
No, I can understand why people like them and the different flavors and where they come from. I get all that, but the smoke just gets me.
I was recently. I went to a cigar place. No, because we went. We were going out. We were going with friends. We were going up to the woods this summer. They have a nice house, and you know what? It was one of those nights where
sit outside.
We made a fire. We were in the Adirondack chairs.
The Adirondack chairs.
Yeah, we're in what? We were outside. We had a fire going. There was a fire pit.
Clean air,
exactly.
Fresh air, so you inhale the cigar smoke.
No, it was good because the cigar smoke keeps the bugs away too.
That's what I like. About it. But that smoke never gets out of your clothes. You might as well just throw your clothes away.
No, it did. But that was like that's one of those evenings where I wouldn't be an everyday cigar smoker guy.
No.
But it was interesting. So I go to this place. I've never been. I didn't. There's like 2 places you can go to, like a smoke shop that has cigars, or you can actually go to
lounge.
And it was a lounge.
So
I bought this sick ass lighter though.
I have to tell you,
it was like
several years ago.
God.
If my friend is listening, he's already started laughing.
Did you throw up?
He took me to a local cigar place.
Where, here?
Yeah.
The one on by that school that's over there?
Yeah.
That's where I went. Okay. Nice place.
So they took me into the back into the humidor. It was very interesting. It's like looking at like a wine selection.
Basically.
And you can smell it. It smells kind of like nice and everything, So, he's like,
goes, you know what? Those people, I don't know. Like, you get like these, I'm not going to talk bad about them, but like these guys that like, you go in, whether it's like wine or cigars. Now, I'm a big sports fan, right?
Right.
So you're limited, like 25 teams,
right?
30 teams, 32 teams.
Not when you do the
college basketball.
Not when you get like the wine dictionary or
right, you go into like the cigar or like a wine cellar with some of these guys, or like a cigar lounge.
Is that a Bordeaux?
And there's like hundreds of different cigars, and I don't know if they're telling the truth or not, but you ask them about, and they'll tell you about everything.
And like you point to it and you go, what about that one right there? That's $150 cigar.
Right.
All right. So what about that one? That's a $5 cigar. And you're like, oh, you have no. So anyway.
That's the Alberto Montalban cigar.
Crisco.
Yeah, this was actually rolled up somebody's ass in Cuba.
Excellent. It's got a very good flavor of, what was that word that they use?
I don't know.
There's
it's a very special tobacco.
Yeah. So anyway, so my friend says he'll take this, and he goes, get my friend the lightest one you've got.
No, I like a little flavor, but not on the heavy side. You know, I always tell, like, if I go in, I'm a beginner cigar. I like a nice flavor, nothing like overbearing.
It was one of these medium-sized cigars.
Right.
I could not finish this goddamn thing. It was so
strong.
It wasn't strong. It just I just couldn't.
Did you turn green?
Green. I went through it. The funny thing was, you know how when you inhale, you got to inhale it hard to keep it lit. Mm-hmm. I went through 2 boxes of matches, and the place was there was a lot of people there. And my friend
rookie.
I was rookie.
They called you out on that one.
No, nobody called me out.
Yeah,
but I just felt like such an ass.
Did you feel sick after?
So when I got in the car,
get nice and lightheaded.
I got so nauseous and sick. I dropped my friend off. I put down all the windows. I put the air conditioning on, and it was the middle of winter.
Oh,
because I needed the air. I couldn't.
Did you get one of those where it starts at the toes and comes up your whole body, nausea?
I knew it was coming. I didn't throw up, but I was just like this thing. It was torture.
Oh.
Torture.
So I guess we're not going remote from a cigar lounge then.
No, I mean, it just didn't. It just doesn't agree with me, the smoke.
You know what? I can't. I don't know if I would actually sit. I've done it once where I've sat in a lounge. If you're not used to it, it's just you can't breathe.
You can't breathe.
Yeah. I go in there and there's these 2 guys sitting there. I'm like, in the middle of the afternoon, I'm like, don't you have anything better to do? You know what I mean? What am I missing in life?
No, there are people that take it very seriously, and they smoke for 12 hours a day on a weekend. Saturday and Sunday, all day, they watch sports, whatever it is.
Right, with cigars.
They sit there and smoke, and then some of them, then you kind of have your drinking crew.
Yeah.
You got just your pure cigar crew. Then you got your people who like to order food in the middle of it. You have all different sects of the cigar smoking community.
The lounge. Yeah. I don't get it.
But it's not for me.
No, I mean, it was just I'm in there. I mean, the guy was very helpful. They have me on file now, just in case I want to go back in and get him again. Yeah, which is
I have not gone back in since that one time. I can't.
Okay, let me cross this off the Christmas list for Jeff. Is no cigars. Okay.
Yeah. Right. Alcohol, I will try all different types of alcohol, Well,
we were going to give out Starbucks gift cards, but, I don't think we're getting any freebies from Starbucks anymore.
Our stars are no longer good at Starbucks.
No, they don't like us anymore.
When we buy Starbucks, they actually take stars out of our accounts.
Yes, that's the problem. Dunkin' Donuts?
Pumpkin spice latte, please? I don't think so.
Although pumpkin spice, I haven't gotten my
no coffee for you.
I haven't got. You know what? That's why I like this time of year. I like the pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, apple spice, cinnamon. I haven't gotten my pumpkin spice donut yet, though. From Dunkin' Donuts. I always like those special, not the lattes because I can't latte.
You can't know what I love. I love the apple cider with what do you put in there? The rum or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, a hot toddy.
Oh, I love those. Those are so good when it's cold outside.
We have cider.
Oh, I love cider. It's so good. It comes hot out of the thermos.
A little kick in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
We've had those. We used to, somebody actually brought them once to a roller hockey game. Where they're like, you want a little bit?
Very little officiating?
No, we weren't participating. We were just watching.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't do that now because I'm the head coach.
Well, there's coaches who have been known to, drink, gamble.
Oh, you have no idea. I actually had one of those kind of coaches.
Did you?
I'm going to tell you that story on the next edition of Aging Immaturely. You can check us out at theagingimmaturely.com. Ooh, wait, I made a mistake. It's the real Aging Immaturely.
What did you call it?
TheAgingImmaturely.com. I'm aging. I'm losing it. We'll see you guys next time. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Aging Immaturely. If you have a product that you would like to discuss on air, please email us at agingimmaturely@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Aging Immaturely.